Hey guys, it's Erin aka StrawberriChan and I'm back with another video. Hey guys, what's up? It is your girl is here. Very pink. It's very warm in the UK at the minute, so I'm like dying in the heat because moon tan, all about that. You know, I want to try new content ideas, and you know, it's a thing I'm a fan of. I love anime. I am a weeb. Proud. I've been a weeb since I was probably about 6 as well. I've watched a lot of anime as well, and there's some anime that people might not know but I watch, because I've talked about these animes and people look at me like, what are you talking about? What's this? So I made a list of all the, well, I made a list of the top 5 animes that I know exist but not a lot of people can remember them. And it might be because they never watched it, never heard of it, or they didn't like it. So, number 1 is an anime called Mermaid Melody Peachy Peachy. This came out years ago. I'm talking like way back. So if I had to describe it for someone who doesn't know what it is, it's kind of like The Little Mermaid meets Love Live. Yeah, it's kind of, basically it was about, I'm going to try and remember the story because I don't know it too. I can't remember it word for word, but I'll do my best. So basically, it's kind of the story of The Little Mermaid, but done in an anime style. So what I mean is, there's this mermaid who meets this boy on a boat and saves him, and when they're little, and then they grow up, and they go to the same school or something, but she's not the only mermaid. There are other mermaids, and how they fight villains is they sing. And I think the songs, I can't remember the songs, but I remember one where it was 2 evil girls and they were like sirens or something. I'm going way back here, but on early YouTube days I used to watch a lot of AMVs with that because I thought the visuals were really pretty. And how I came up with this idea is I was on AliExpress and they were like sending me like Mermaid Melody Peachy Peachy recommendations. So I was like, oh my god, I remember that show. I never actually finished the show and it never got an English dub that I'm aware of, but I would have liked to see the English dub. I don't know, maybe they'll do like a reboot of it like they did Fruit Basket. So number 2 is one of my all-time favorites, and if no one's seen it, you should get on that. And it's called Chrono Crusade. So I love this anime. I've binged it, watched it loads of times throughout my life, just if I'm looking for something to watch, just because I love the story, I love the characters. Chrono is forever goth boy friend of my youth days, so I'm just like, yes. So the story follows basically this nun, and she's got a demon sidekick who basically transforms into a demon, and if she opens her little charm necklacey clock thing, it takes up her life when he does that. And they basically fight demons, devils and that, but the story is really cute, and I'm not going to put any spoilers, but the ending will make you cry. Like, I cried so much at that ending. I was like, oh my god, like my heart actually hurt afterwards, because it never, I wanted them to get like, I don't know, I just want them to get married and stuff, but it's just so cute, and I was like, oh. But yeah, there's some badass characters, and Chrono is voiced by the fabulous Greg Ayres, and I love his voice. I think he's got such a like a distinctive voice, and he's also voiced like Karu in Oran and stuff, and a bunch of other characters that I can't name at the minute because my mind's blank. But I love that show. It's so good. The music in it is really pretty. It's very religious like stuff, but if you're not super into religion, I wouldn't like recommend it. But if you don't mind the whole religion thing, it's like super good. The monster design is really good as well. The bad guy is really good. It's a lot to take in. My favorite character was Chrono, but I really liked Asmaria because she was an apostle. Best girl was, I remember Satela Hivenheart. She had massive tits, but she was like a jewel witch. She had like basically these jewels, and inside were like these different like gods and spirits, and she could summon them by just pointing her hand. And I love the German accent as well because I love German accents. So yeah, if you haven't seen Chrono Crusade, y'all should check it out. It is awesome. The next one is a classic oldie, and if you are an old otaku, you might know this one, and it is called DN Angel. and I watched the Japanese and the dub of this because I really like. So yeah, DN Angel. So if I had to, okay, so I'll give you a little backlog on the story. So the story follows a boy called Daisuke Niwa. I don't know how I'm remembering all this. My dog's barking. She probably just saw another dog. Called Daisuke Niwa, and basically he gets, when he turns 16, I think, I can't remember if it's 16 or 17, he gets the power, this thing that's been passed through the family, to turn into the Phantom Thief Dark Mousy, which is a dark angel. Yeah, and basically, yeah, he transforms into the Phantom Thief Dark Mousy, and he does a bunch of tasks and stuff to do with artifacts and things. But Dark Mousy was in love with this girl's that he likes, his great grandma. So yeah, it's a really complex story with a lot of different arcs, but it's really good. That intro though, every time that intro comes on, I bop. It is such a bop of an intro. Yeah, the bad guy is a light angel, like a holy angel, and there's like a fight going on, and I don't want to give you too many spoilers because I want y'all to see it for yourself and get the nostalgia that I got when I first found it. So number 4 is The Ugly Yet Beautiful World. Now I can't remember this at all. I know it has something to do with butterflies. It is a very old anime that I watched with years ago, and it was very ecchi style. A lot of tits, I remember that. There was a lot of harem things. And how, I think I can remember a little bit. I think this boy finds a girl in the forest called Hikari, and she's like an alien. I don't know. If anyone can remember the plot, please put it down. I just remember there was a fuck ton of butterfly references, and I remember the intro had a lot of butterflies. There was a lot of butterflies. That's all I can remember, butterflies. I've never actually Googled the synopsis because I can't remember the synopsis very well. I should have just Googled it before I filmed, but I was like, nah, I'll remember it. But I really can't. I just know it was sort of like sci-fi with nature, and the girl had a split personality, a bit like Elfin Lied, but she wasn't like a serial killer. She was like an alien. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if I find the synopsis, I will put it here. But I remember it as having a shit ton of butterflies. So if you love butterflies, it's the anime for you. So number 5 is Midsummer. Now, oh yeah, Midsummer. I think that's the term for it. I don't know if it's called Kachiko Midsummer, but I just call it Midsummer for short. I watched this ages ago. And little fun fact for you Boku Hero Academia fans like myself, the guy who voices Shoro in the English dub also voiced the romantic lead in Midsummer, so I'm double shook. So yeah, it's a typical shoujo romantic anime, but it is very, very nice and I really like it. It follows this story of a girl who's the class president, who's quite tough girl, you know, she doesn't take shit, she, you know, cracks the whip. And her double life is, she does that in school, but she actually works in a maid cafe, which was one of my dreams growing up, because it looked fun. And this boy called Usui finds out that she's a maid and sort of teases her about it, and they have this really cute sort of fun back and forth, and God, his English voice just sends me quaking in all of my body and I can't deal with it. So even my voice cracked, but it was just and I really like the opening theme, da 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 secret. I can't remember it like word for word, and I probably sound like a dead cat when I sing, but oh, it's just so cute, and it's so cute to watch, and like it's just meant, like, I grew up wanting to work in a maid cafe, and I low-key still kind of do because it looks fun and I think I could do it. I mean, I'm not Japanese, so I probably couldn't, so I don't think they want a fat white goth girl being all like, eh. But I've been to maid cafes and they've always been lovely. I went to 2 times in Japan and they were lovely. They were so sweet. So I think they were the maid dreaming ones, and they were like so sweet and dead lovely, and they're adorable and I would love to be their friends. So yeah, guys, that was some of the animes that I remember, that not a lot of people remember, but I remember fondly growing up. Do you have an anime that you remember from growing up that nobody else can remember? Leave it in the comments below and we can have a discuss on our nostalgia. So yeah, guys, if you like the video, please give it a like. That'd be awesome. If you do love it, please subscribe to the channel, as it really does help me out. And yeah, guys, I will see you in the next video, which is coming out soon, so I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye!